Hi, my name is Morgan Farrell, and I'm creating this newest YouTube video to just do an overall about 5 plus, like 5 plus years, maybe around 6 years or so that I've been at Holy Names University as a college student, um, which, okay, let me start over because I don't think I did that sentence exactly how I wanted to. So, hello. My name is Morgan Farrell, and I am a senior at Holy Names University. I am actually doing this specific YouTube video because being a senior, and being in college, I am going to be graduating Holy Names really, really soon. Um, I've actually just finished out my last spring semester at Holy Names, um, and I'm still in the process of finals and doing that. But after that, um, finals will be over, and I will have graduated, but unfortunately, with the whole pandemic due to the novel COVID-19 virus and all of that, you know, like, like many schools across the global world and many other universities, had to do, um, everything had to go online in terms of courses and all of that. Um, so in terms of my, graduation ceremonies, um, they have officially been delayed. They've been delayed for a couple of weeks, but I still will have them at some point, and I still will graduate. So it just is a matter of, when, um, when is it going to happen. But anyway, so this video basically is going to be me just doing an overall reflection of the time that I was a freshman at Holy Names until now, basically, of what my experiences were like and just overall reflection. Um, and I'll do my best to keep it not too long, because I came into Holy Names as a freshman in the year of 2014, and that was immediately after graduating, my high school that same year, of course, earlier. Um, and so I honestly, graduated that high school previously, and then that summer applied to Holy Names and I got accepted. Um, and so I enrolled or was in gotten I enrolled at Holy Names in, as I said, 2014, fall of 2014, and now it's 2020. So 2014, 2020, do the quick math. That's like a span of 6 years. So I've been, at Holy Names for 6 years. So that's 6 years of, various experiences that I need to reflect upon. And that's what this video is going to be about. Um, so, so yeah, so basically, um, how I would answer, this overall question that is provided to me for this specific, you know, kind of, well, not kind of specific not assignment, specific H&E community request that, the university wanted a lot of students to do, especially those who are graduating, to submit some sort of reflection. Um, So the question is, what does it mean to me to be the class of 2020? Um, well, let's see. First of all, I think being a graduate of almost a graduate of, Holy Names University, or graduating senior, I guess I could say, for the class of 2020, um, just is really special just in and of itself, because it's like the year 2020. Another roaring 20s, as as they say, like another beginning, I guess I should say, of another, roaring 20s. Um, and Here we are in, 2020. And I think for me, you know, I've been I've been through like just outside of school even, and Holy Names as well, and just college in general. I've been through like a lot of different struggles and stresses and, pressures in life. Um, some having to do with education, like my prior schools and high schools and all of that, but just also some having to do with, just life, because I'm a mental health, uh, you know, I don't want to say like, disease person or anything like that, but I do have mental health issues. I'm not going to say my official diagnosis, but in this kind of a video. But anyway, so, having mental health issues and, struggling a lot in life, I feel like just the whole idea of just graduation, and really, especially when it comes to graduating college, just already has a very like rewarding, feeling to it. And I think like one of the great rewardings of just, graduating from Holy Names University is just feeling a great sense of, um, not only accomplishment, but a great sense of, okay, I've taken the next step, into the bigger world, like the next stepping stone of independence. Like what, and by that I mean just not just independence of, freedom, to to get a job or something like that, for example, but like independence, just like the simple idea of, being independent. Like, of course, not being independent fully and completely from your family, but um, you know, or my family, I mean, but and other graduates or soon to be graduates, families of Holy Names community. Um, but just just the idea of graduating, and the idea of finally being done with, college education, um, I think is also just a big, big, big major step towards, growing more confidence and just being independent, um, as just a person, you know, because, every human at least is just a person, but um, there's so much more about everyone than just a person. And I think when like anyone, you know, graduates college, um, it's it's just a really significant um, accomplishment and a really significant milestone, just to get through in anyone's life. Um, because not everyone decides to pursue college, and you know some people don't pursue it, and some people just they don't want to have the higher level education for whatever the reason is, and that I mean that's that's fine. Everyone has that that right to decide to not go to college, and that doesn't mean they're not educated. They can still go to community college or something like that. But um, I think also higher level education and going to college like has so many great experiences, um, just just to experience, um, you know and and yeah, and I feel like, um, for me personally, um, like I was saying a little earlier, having a lot of just mental health issues and mental health like struggles in life, because like I said, I struggle with mental health issues. um, uh, just like just graduating, in only a matter of, I don't know, weeks or months, um, due to the when the pandemic that we're currently in is contained enough that the graduation ceremonies can be held, um, is really satisfying. Like, satisfying in the sense that I've done it, kind of a thing. Um, and I've also you know lost some family members, so I'm sad a little at the same time that like my grandmother, for example, you know she's not going to be there, to see me graduate, and especially my aunt, who actually unfortunately died, more recently than my grandmother. Um, like that, I'm really gonna wish that she were there. But getting a little emotional. But I know my aunt is watching over me in heaven. So, um, you know, she's with me in spirit. Um, I just still, I still miss her a lot. But anyway, so, um, and I know, she'll be cheering for me too, uh, up in heaven. And anyway, so yeah, so um, I had, a lot of great experiences at Holy Names, and I think I think I'm gonna, I'm not going to them all, but um, I really just loved, first of all, how small the campus was, and how everyone, on campus, it always felt like every day, that I would be going to class or walking around campus, that like it always felt like everyone within the Holy Names community, you know, knew everybody else. Or at least if they didn't talk to someone all the time, um, that person who they didn't talk to all the time at least knew of them, and knew of who other people in the community were, and so I feel like it was a um, very tight knit community, um, in the sense that everyone knew who everyone else was, and everyone was knew of each other, and like, I remember my freshman year at Holy Names, um, back in 2014. Of course, didn't come in just as a student. I also came in, as an athlete. I was on the tennis team, actually, um, and I mean, the tennis team was had its own learning curves too, um, and there were, some good times with other tennis players on the team, and I made some good friends with like a few of the other players, and all of that, and of course I always have fun playing tennis, um, and so um, and I was on the team for at least 3 years um, of my time at Holy Names. 3 of those 6 years. Um, and I mean, I'm not going to say what happened as to why the other 3 years I was not on the team, but just, you know, long story short, it didn't work out. um, and, I'm not going to give specifics as to what happened there. But anyway, but the athletic side and experiences that I had at Holy Names, outside of, the tennis team and all of that, um, were also really fun. And I mean, going to like, basketball games in the Tobin gym, going to volleyball games. I've always really loved basketball, especially, NBA Warriors very much. I love, watching them play, especially Steph. But um, anyway, so I get like, a whole nother cheering attitude kind of when I go to, the Holy Names basketball games. Um, and same with the volleyball games. And even my parents, my mom and my dad, sometimes they even come to the games too. A lot of the basketball games actually, and a lot of the volleyball games. I would keep them in the loop about when athletic events were, and they drive over to campus and meet me at the Tobin gym, and we'd watch the basketball game or the volleyball game together. Um, and and that was also for me, um, just like experiencing like those kind of sporting events with my own parents, on the campus was also really fun. And I think it really just made me realize how much I loved, Holy Names, and being in the Tobin gym and just being within the Hawk spirit, and you know um, and all of that. Um, so yeah, I don't want to make this reflection too long. Um, so I'll probably try and just say some of the takeaways uh, of my time at Holy Names, and maybe some of my favorite memories, just to wrap this up, because this video is starting to get a little bit on the long side, I think. Plus, as you can see, it's dark and it's night, and I have to wrap this up and get to bed. But so yeah, I think like some of my favorite memories of my Holy Names, you know, class of 2020, and just my overall Holy Names education. Um, I definitely made probably more friends at Holy Names that I'd done at any of my other not any of my other schools, um, because it's college, and um, college is just like about growing, you know, socializing, gaining your independence, and um, just meeting new people, and just you know living away, gaining experience on like building a career, and preparing for the real world, and making your way in the world in terms of getting employed and getting a job, and um, having your own house, and all of the stuff that that comes with college. you know I think translates into what you do, um, in life after college too. So I feel like I'm definitely going to take a lot of things away from my experience at Holy Names, and I think I'll definitely, you know, carry them with me throughout the rest of my life, probably. Um, and I definitely, enjoyed many of my classes, many of the science ones, many of the non-science ones, even. I took a few criminology classes, even. A few religious humanities classes, um, and I definitely made, like I had said, more friends than any of my other schools. I mean, I did make friends at my other schools, but definitely college was probably where I made the most, new friends. Um, so so I think, yeah, I think that's what you know, that's what one of the things I'm going to take away is just the friendships that I made, the connections with not just the students, but the administrative, the faculty, um, the athletic, the, just all those connections that I made um, with Holy Names. Um, and yeah, so I should probably wrap this video up. Um, I'm just noticing the time. So yeah, um, so I think that's what I I'm gonna say. Um, and I just want to thank my fellow classmates for being such great supportive classmates. Um, all my friends at Holy Names. You know, that keeps those friendships going. Um, and um, yeah, also congratulations to anyone else who's graduating with me, this year. Um, anyone else who's a class of 2020, congratulations together that we finished we finished college. And yeah, so so I have to get this wrapped up. And also, I just also want to lastly say, thank you to my family. I want to say thank you to my parents, especially, and my sister, um, who has already graduated for college and actually lives in LA now, Los Angeles, California. And I also would definitely like to thank my aunt, even though she's no longer alive and won't see me graduate, definitely she helped me during my college years when she was alive. So yeah, I have to thank her. Um, and of course, I'm not gonna not include my family's pets. So thank you to our dog Tucker, um, and our other inherited dog, Bumble, and also I'm gonna thank my own horse, who is pretty recently acquired, um, and definitely I definitely love my horse, um, and he's yeah he definitely gets me through life every day because I've always loved horses and I've always loved to ride them, and I'll never, I mean, stop horseback riding, um, and I'll continue it. You know, I'll always continue to ride horses. So definitely, thank you, my Boomer. That's my horse's name. But yeah. So yeah. So I think I should end just by saying, um, you know, I look forward to graduating, and I look forward to sharing the experience of graduating Holy Names with the class of 2020. And I'm definitely very proud of myself for achieving this accomplishment and this success, of becoming, a college graduate of Holy Names. Um, and I look forward to celebrating when the commencement ceremonies happen in the near future, hopefully. Um, and I definitely won't forget Holy Names University. Um, so thank you to the Hawk community, and just thank you to Holy Names for providing me such a wonderful education. Um, and I'll never forget, the wonderful experiences I've had here, and also the friends that I've made. Thank you, Holy Names.